Hello and welcome to InvestorToday.ca. I'm your host, Dave Glover. InvestorToday.ca is brought to you in conjunction with RBL Communications, your online IR professionals. Well, it's Tuesday, the 28th of August, and joining me today is the president and CEO of Taku Gold Corp. Taku Gold Corp, which is a wholly owned Canadian junior exploration company located primarily in the Yukon territory. Zach Dingsdale is the president and CEO. Zach, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me again, Dave.
Always a pleasure to have the opportunity to sit down with you and to share with the listeners and with the viewers as well, with the number of videos that we've done to keep people up to date and up to speed on what is happening with Taku Gold Corp. So this season's been pretty productive for you guys. Can you give us just a brief synopsis of what happened so far this season, and we can follow up on what we're here to talk about today?
Well, I certainly will, Dave. Taku Gold has been quite active this year in the Yukon. We've followed up on a very successful 2011 exploration program. We've conducted currently little over 44,000 soil samples on all of our 9 properties in the Yukon. Our main focus, after all of the work that we've done, our main focus for 2012 and 2013 remain the sulfur projects and the Rosebute project. The sulfur project this year we drilled. We did hit gold in all the holes that we drilled. However, the results were somewhat disappointing for the amount of drilling we did. We really didn't do a lot of drilling. We drilled 2 targets, and we still have two other targets on that sulfur property that we plan on drilling in 2013. But the real surprise, not much of a surprise, but the real excitement for Taku going forward is this Rosebute property. And as you can see by the news release that we put out last Tuesday, the 21st, and again a follow-up news release that we just released this morning, we've got 2 very large targets that we are developing into the next season.
Mm-hmm. Well, I understand that the primary focus on Rosebute this season was to drill, but you've also made obviously some significant discoveries in the soils that you've taken it upon yourselves to just go ahead and trench that as well. And I understand you've done 6 trenches this season.
We've actually, to go back to the first zone of mineralization that we discovered last year in the northwest zone towards the northwestern part of this property. I should note that this property was optioned from Sean Ryan, the well-known Yukon prospector who discovered Kaminak and the underworld discovery that was later bought by Kinross.
Right.
And Sean Ryan always had promising results. That's one of the reasons we optioned it from him. We've been able to do a lot of soil sampling on this property, and last year we actually got as high as 3.4 grams per ton gold in the soils. So what we did this year is we followed up on the soil sampling and the trenching that we completed last year with quite a small drill program, 4-hole drill program to test 4 separate anomalies on the northwest zone, and we were quite fortunate to get quite a large intercept in the first hole. We actually hit 23.4 meters of 0.95 grams per ton gold.
Wow.
On that northwest zone. And while we were drilling that, we were also following up on a very small anomaly that we discovered last year on what's called the new Hud Bay zone, which is just south of the northwest zone by about 2 kilometers.
Right.
And that's so we started out, it was a small anomaly. We did a small grid in June over top of this anomaly. It only started out really as 2 soil samples that bared anomalous gold. Subsequently, in June of this year, we conducted a soil sampling grid over those 2 samples. almost every one of the soils actually returned gold values, highly anomalous gold values, over 60 parts per billion gold. And over the summer, while we were drilling the Norwest Zone, we continued to expand the soil sampling program until we got what we announced today. And this is this new zone, the Hud Bay zone, dwarfs the Norwest Zone in comparison. This is actually one of it should prove to be one of the largest new discoveries in the White Gold District going forward.
So obviously we're waiting on some trenching results to come back from the labs then.
Well, what we did is we followed up our once we made this discovery, we actually just announced that we did do some trenches on the property. We are expecting results back from these trenches very soon. And but what's most important is the density of the soil samples. The grade of the soil samples is very rich, and the size of this anomaly is quite astounding. It's trending. We've got a very strong golden soil zone, over 1 kilometer long, and the whole zone varies from about 150 to 350 meters wide. And then we've got another southern zone that's about 500 meters long by 350 meters wide. So it's very, very exciting for us, and we intend to drill this property first thing in our 2013 program.
Wow, and as you said, this is a sizable zone. So things are really looking up when it comes to this particular new potential discovery.
Well, absolutely, and I think a picture speaks 1,000 words, and in this press release today, we've actually provided a map embedded in the press release, and if you take a look at that, you can see where we drilled in the northern zone. We only drilled 4 holes on those targets in the north, so we've got a lot of drilling left to do in that northwest zone in 2013 as well. But if you take a look at what we've managed to outline in the northern part and compare that with the new Hud Bay zone, as you can see, again, it just dwarfs the Norwest Zone, and we're very, very excited about the potential of this new discovery.
So once again, just for those listeners who are watching Taku Gold Corp, I mean, this news release came out today, and this is with regards to the gold and soil anomalies at Rosebute, but we're also talking about this new area that has been trenched. Very exciting potential there when the assays come back from the labs, and obviously these are going to give you some clearly defined drill targets for 2013. Obviously, too late in the season to go back this year, isn't it?
It is. We'd have to mobilize a drill by about September 9th, September 10th in order to get a drill program in place. But one of the things that we don't want to do, we do not want to rush into drilling with this. This is the best target that Taku has ever had to date. If you look back 3 years, Kaminak was in the same situation where they could have maybe rushed in and drilled a few holes, but our intention here is to fully understand the magnitude and fully understand the target we're going after here, so we can implement the best drill program possible in the 2013 exploration season to give us the greatest chance for success in the drill.
So Taku continues to provide some great results and some great return for shareholders. How do we anticipate getting this news? I mean, obviously the news is going out through the regular services, and it's going out as widely as we can possibly get it. InvestorToday.ca as well as carrying the news. But a lot of juniors are seeing, especially in this current market, great news equals zero results in terms of share value. Can we talk a little bit about that?
Well, yeah, by all means. I think as the summer comes to a close here, I think a lot of investors are looking closely at the markets, and hopefully with an election in the U.S. and a few other things in conjunction with that, we should see the market start to improve. We never know what the markets are going to do, but all we can do as an exploration company is provide shareholders with their best chance at exploration success. That's what we've done to date, and eventually you get rewarded in the market for positive results in your exploration programs. What we'll do to provide our shareholders with information is continue to provide updates on Facebook, on the website as well. We will be, with this new news, we will be updating the website with the PowerPoint and the fact sheets and all the information that the investors need to do their own due diligence and come to a decision about the validity of our company as a possible investment.
Well, and that's great news. Once again, I've been talking to Zach Dingsdale, President and CEO of Taku Gold Corp. Taku Gold Corp, which trades on the TSX under the symbol TAK. Thanks again, Zach, for joining us. Obviously, very exciting news. I would urge our listeners to check out the website. It's takugold.com. For any information you want to contact Taku, you can do so by email, info@takugold.com, or give them a call at their office. All information is available on their website. Again, I'm Dave Glover for InvestorToday.ca. We'll see you next time.